not yet. Now
Not
we
yet.
are.
Oh, now we're live. Now we're live.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe we almost forgot to do this. Combination of we forgot it's Friday and we started working earlier. We switched up our schedule a bit, so we're now working in the mornings instead of in the afternoons.
Yes.
So now we just forget we have vlogs.
Because you guys don't matter. No, I'm kidding.
No, of course they matter. Of course they matter.
They matter. Without you guys, we would be.
Oh, well, still working. Right?
Working. Whatever. Good morning, everyone. It is June 14th, 2024, and this is the Raging 2, the vlogs.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It's 85 degrees in the office, Nita.
I'm sitting in here wishing it was hotter because, like, it's 86 outside.
Right.
But it's much colder in here because C's home on Fridays. So, like, it's like, it's like winter is coming. My nipples is hard in here.
Oh, no, you need to keep the AC up so that C doesn't melt away.
You ready for this?
Absolutely not, but hit it.
Trigger warning. Fuck you.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning, Nita. Although we've been up for a while, so it's a little awkward.
Yeah. We've been up. It's awkward. Nah, we got this.
Right.
I just love spending time with you.
Right. Yeah, we got a lot of work done. I know yesterday I got a lot of work done.
Yeah.
Grief.
Been very productive. Very productive.
So good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Raging 2 the Vlogs show. So who's joining us in the chat today?
People. It's Rob Multari, whose Kickstarter is in the last hours. People,
oh, that's
get over
true.
there and check out Nightwolf Volume 2.
Right, and remember, there is a special print that you'll get, a print and sticker set that you will get if you pledge to Nightwolf and Ego Raven. But the minute Nightwolf closes, that's it for that special. So if you want the special print and the sticker, pledge to Nightwolf. Yeah. Pledge to Nightwolf in the next 60 minutes. Link is in the show notes and in the chat as well. Because once Rob's campaign closes, the print set and the sticker gets taken off my campaign. That's it. And also, just so everybody knows, the print and the sticker will be coming from me. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Rue. Will be coming from me. So I will be asking you what your backer number is on the Nightwolf campaign when Ego Raven, the Ego Raven campaign finishes. So, oh, nice, very nice.
Always.
So link is in the chat and the show notes below. So, yes, and I see you, my beautiful eyeball people watching us from regions beyond. Thank you so much. If you're joining us from Facebook, if you're joining us from LinkedIn, come on over to YouTube. Join the sexy people in the chat. Keep them company, And while you're here, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever any of our shows go live. So I guess we might as well just get this party started. So hold on, let me get myself together here. So hello everyone. My name is Daphne Lage. I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic artist from New York. I have been self-publishing comics since 1992, and you know what that means.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, take it somewhere, Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
No.
And I am known for the furry fantasy adventure Tall Tales, which returns to Kickstarter later this year with the Tears of the Mother trade paperback, Volume 1 of the new story arc. But that comes later this year. This time, but right now, where it's all about my medieval fantasy drama, Eagle Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, which is on Kickstarter right now. We have 28 days to go. Thank you so much to the 58 backers who've pledged the campaign so far. And like I said, you get a special print if you pledge to Eagle Raven and Nightwolf, both campaigns. And you have 1 hour, less than an hour, to pledge to Nightwolf. Because again, once that campaign closes, that print set is gone. So thank you everybody who's pledged so far. And yeah, link is in the chat and in the show notes as well. You can read both my comics online for free at eagleworks.com, EGOWORKS, and Tall Tales, that's TAILS online.com. And you can check out all my videos on how I make my comics here on YouTube. Almost 600 videos of demonstrations, of how-tos, of art supply reviews, and all that fun stuff that you can peruse at your leisure at my channel at Daphne Lage, Lage Art, which also simulcasts through the Indie Comics Network. And to tell you more about it, here's Nita.
I'm Nita. I have a Google account. It runs the Indie Comics Network. I am a digital marketer for several small press publishing companies: Lone Wolf Comics, Altera Comics, Ethereal Comics, and Hasm Comics, to name a few. And yada yada yada, and so on and yada yada.
Right.
Yes. And like, here's mine.
Run! She's a ghost and a bitch.
Yes.
It's really funny. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. So we were kind of like, our schedule's a little thrown off today because
we're acclimating.
Yeah, we're acclimating. So what happened was that, because usually me and Nita,
big words.
What happened?
I use big words.
Yeah. I like big words. I cannot lie.
Sexy.
Oh my goodness. And yeah, so this was a habit that started with Meredith, where we would literally work on StreamYard together, not live, just in the back room, just like hanging out in a private room.
I have a casting couch back there. It's sexy. Yeah. You're like, hi, ladies.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, so we would do that. Maybe not without the maybe not with the casting couch, but and we would just be working. And honestly, I thought that in terms of my productivity, that in and of itself was a game changer. Yes. There was just something about just having other people, even if it was in a stream, just us working together. Like, there would be times
because there's a sense of accountability there.
Yeah.
It's like I can't be like having you on my microphone and going to Pornhub when I should be working.
Well, that's true. Yes.
I mean,
although there was that one time we were watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
because I was doing, so that was fun. We were working
and watching Game of Thrones,
right? Because I was doing research, and I had to watch the Battle of the Bastards episode, and I was like, well, I'm watching these episodes. You mind if I watch them? And then we just ended up just running Game of Thrones for a couple of episodes while we were working.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was. It was
a change of pace.
Yeah, and so we've pretty much kept up the habit. But just recently though, Nita had asked me if I would mind switching up my time, because usually we'd meet in the afternoons, if I would consider working in the mornings, especially after Jose went to work.
Right.
And I go, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Let's do that. Right. And I started it yesterday, and I swear to God, I have never been more productive.
I'm telling you.
And mind you, I'm not saying we weren't productive before. I mean, I was getting a lot of work done. It's just that the difference between doing work in the morning and doing work in the evening and the afternoon evening, it's really two different.
We're not already, our brains are already fatigued from the day. So the creativity and the being able to function and be a little more creative and free flowing is right there on top because we're not exhausted. Get up, work out, eat breakfast, work.
Right. Yeah. So so today it's like I started working on this cover for the next Tall Tales trade, and I got like one part of it done, like one character completely inked out. So now it's just working on all the next characters. And yeah, the fact that I got this done before the show started, it was like, oh, you know what? I really am getting a lot of work done. Yep. And not only that, but like once it's a lot easier to start and continue that momentum in the morning than if you're if we're starting at 4:00 when technically that's
time when we start dinners, time to do this, it's time to do that, and it's like okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back, and it's up and down, and then you're up till 2:00 in the morning trying to complete the day's task, and it's like there's no more of that for me. My cortisol levels are out of check. If y'all don't know what that is, fucking be a female in menopause. You learn.
That doesn't help either. But yeah, so it's just really funny to kind of like realize that it's like, oh, this makes a lot more sense starting early in the morning. Now, mind you, it's
better.
I haven't.
Give it time.
Right. Okay.
For me too, because I had to adjust my circadian rhythm.
Right.
But it was like, I'm dead serious. Fucking getting up at between 4 and 5 a.m. No later than 6 is the shit. Look.
Right. Yes. Oh, wake up before. Oh, hey Jake. Yeah, because it's like there's also like the 5 a.m. club. I don't think I've woken up at 5 a.m. since I was working a straight job. So, yeah, and I just haven't gotten myself to do that anymore.
You can do it.
But I think, you know what? It's like, considering that the cat is like constantly waking me up that early in the morning, technically there shouldn't be a reason for me to just do it anyway until it starts getting dark again. I think it's the second there's light through the window, it's kind of like I almost naturally want to wake up that early, but I don't because it's way too early. And then I think the cat realizes that, and then it starts like, oh, time to wake up. And I keep telling him, go to bed, go to sleep. You know? And so it's just kind of like, well, we'll see. It's just kind of like getting used to it. If anything, I probably should take advantage of the earlier days and start working out again. I haven't done that in a while. This is probably the first year that I'm not running any races this year. And it's not that I'm regretting that decision, but I should have kept up the habit. So I just need to get back into it, you know?
And this is the first year I have consistently been working out.
Right. So there you go. Right. Firsts for everybody. You know, it's just that I've been in such a momentum with finishing.
Right.
You know, all these pages. Like I've said, it's like, oh, you own the day more waking up at 3 or 4 a.m. when making comics. I feel I completely agree with that. You really do. That early in the morning, it just feels like nobody's gonna bother you. You know, it's like, because everyone is still sleeping, and it's just like, and also there's like,
that's it. 11 a.m. Between 11 and 12 is my kind of like pause point. I get up, I'll walk, I fucking take care of the household shit and everything. Then come back to the desk and finish up anything I didn't complete in the morning, and my evenings are freed up now.
Right. Yeah. I can already tell that my energy levels are different. Yeah. Just by yesterday, and also there's something about that quiet in the morning, that early in the morning, that's different from working late at night.
Right.
Because I think like when you're working late at night, you know you're not supposed to be doing that. That's not good for you, staying up late.
And then there's that force to be quiet, not to disturb everyone who is asleep. Right. All that nonsense, at least for me, because we have a house full of people.
Right.
And so it's like I'm trying to move around in the middle of the night and get shit done. And it's like it's more complicated because I'm just not allowed to move freely.
Right.
And now it's like, just go do it, get
right.
it done. Because now if I wake the little shits up, good, you needed to be up.
Right, exactly. Like you don't feel that guilty because you knew
right.
that everyone has to wake up anyway. So that's really interesting. Like I said, the result of Jose says 3 a.m. is when the world is asleep is the best. I miss it. Yeah, because now he's working a straight job and with a regular schedule, and then now he's up at like 8 a.m. and working like a 9 to 6 or something.
Right.
So regular. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So I don't know. So yeah. So I do know that this definitely is a better schedule for me, and I feel more regulated. And it's just really funny how it just took one day of doing that to realize, oh, yeah.
By the end of the first week, I was like, I'm on to something here. And I was feeling guilty because you'd send me a StreamYard. I'd meet up with you and we'd work together for like 45 minutes to an hour. And I'd be like, okay, I got to go now.
Right. Because the past couple of days you were leaving the StreamYard a lot earlier. And, and it's like, and of course, that triggers my whole, oh, what did I do?
Oh, I love you, Daphne.
And it just turns out it's like, no, it's like she has shit to do because she's been up since 5 morning.
It's time for me to start winding it down.
Right, exactly. So but yesterday I got so much work done.
Right.
I finished coloring the cover to Eager Raven Volume 3.
Jesus.
So that was really nice to do. And then I finished the cover, which required 2 pieces, to my House of Bob, one of my House of Bob books. So there's a House of Bob book, a House of Bob sketchbook campaign coming up after Eager Raven. So it's going to be Lou says my schedule starts when the Tylenol kicks in.
Bro, turmeric. Yeah. Oh my God.
Just be careful with that Tylenol. I almost knocked my gallbladder out of my body at one point.
Oh, speaking of
Tylenols.
Gotta take my geriatric supplements.
Yeah, I know. So so I finished a cover for so the Mondo Bondo sketchbook campaign comes after Eager Raven, and it's going to be 2 sketchbooks. It's going to be the main House of Bob sketchbook, which that's going to be like the serialized sketchbook. It's always going to be a House of Bob. And with this campaign, there's going to be a special edition of a comic that I had put out in 96, I think, 96, 97. It was the original iteration of this. It was called Mondo Bondo. It was my furry pinup collection of dubious content, and so I
dubious.
remastered
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah, it's like, well, because you never know how YouTube or any of these platforms are going to take any of these words
content.
Content. Spicy. It's so spicy.
It's extra spicy.
Yeah, and so I remastered it, and because this book hasn't been printed since 96, and I don't have any of the originals anymore. I sold everything. And the thing is,
I might.
You might have some of them, Oh, well, so I had to rescan the pages from the actual book, and then I fixed it.
Hi,
thank you, Patrick.
Where have you been?
And yeah, so it's a new remastered version. I recolored the cover, which came out so nice. I was very happy with how that came out.
It's very, very
and
nice.
Yeah, it's just a really, really good looking book. And I sent out last night, I was able to send out for the proof, which it's in production now, but they told me I won't get it for 3 weeks. It's 10 copies. I'm hoping that I can get it sooner.
Yo, you ordered 10 proofs?
Yeah, I ordered 10 proofs. Yes. Yes. So hopefully I'll get them a lot sooner than 3 weeks.
Right.
I'm really looking forward to seeing it. And also what I was really pleased with it was that I was actually happy seeing, even though the artwork is from 96, I was actually happy seeing, it's like, you know what, a lot of these pieces are still pretty good. I'm very happy. It's like, sure, some of them were a little cringe. You know, the style is a little, you know, I hadn't refined my style,
right?
But I still really like the pieces,
right?
You know, and I think that that's just because also is that I am embracing my cringe. It's like, you know what? That's how I used to draw back then.
Watch myself.
You know, I'm really sorry, everybody. I'm sweating my ass off because it's like it's almost 90 degrees in this office.
Time to peel the layers, lady.
I have 3 fans going. But you know, that's just how I am. So yeah, so I was just really happy that, you know, it's like, look, that's the way I used to draw back then. I was still growing as an artist, and yeah, so it's like I'm really looking forward to seeing these proofs and to offering this.
And
book
you were
back
on
up.
top of your fucking game then,
right?
Like, bro, if you were in the furry fucking chat or forum, you say Daphne Lage, nobody said who.
Right. Well,
nobody. What?
You know, those were the days.
Yes.
Those were the days. You know, they were very weird days. They were very weird days.
But they were fucking awesome.
You know, but yeah, in the end, you know, we had a lot of fun.
As fuck too, but for the most part, awesome.
You know.
It was a good run.
It was a good run. Yes, it was. Yes, you know, if anything, it was a good run. I think it was like from what, like 95 to 2000.
Right, before people got stupid.
Yeah, before you just, but it's like, you know, I ended up mentally changing as well, and you know, it was just it was a very, you know, it was just a big transitional period by the time we hit 2000. So you know, so yeah, but here we are doing it all over again because time is a flat circle.
The world has changed, Rob.
Yeah, it's changed. It's changed, to tell you the truth. It's like doing furry conventions is not really, well, honestly, doing any conventions is not really something I'm looking, although I do get kind of melancholy.
Oh, no. That was not the intention at all. I just don't want her to think, oh, well, it was cringe. No, bitch, you were fucking head of the class. Head of the class.
I mean, a cringe in a sense that, you know, there's a lot of artists who can't stand their older work.
Right.
You know, I mean,
hell, Shaden already can't stand her older work.
You know, right. And it's like, but there just comes a point where it's like, you know what, that's how I was. That's how I was drawing at the time. You know, in the end, it's like, what's really the issue, you know?
I go back and I read my poetry. It's like, what?
Oh, right. You know, it's kind of like rereading my old fanfics, you know, and like going, oh, well, but if it wasn't for these, I wouldn't be writing the stuff I am now. So, or if it wasn't for those, I wouldn't be drawing the stuff I am now. So, you know what? It all works out in the end, right? But yeah, so speaking of cringe, actually, no, it's not cringe. It's not cringe. It's not cringe. So Kara again. So for those of you who are just joining us in the Kara discourse, so Robert says, I hate all my art. Well, you know, it's like I said, it's just different. It was just a different part of us. So for those of you who are just joining in on the Kara discourse, so Kara is a platform made specifically for artists. Now, mind you, I think this started 5 years ago. So Kara's a lot older than,
Let me do this.
Stay a while and listen.
Oh, that fits. Yes. It fits. So Kara is a platform that was started 5 years ago by this photographer who just wanted to create a platform just for artists. And, you know, they were paying for it out of their own pocket. You know, it's like they had plans for it, but they really didn't, you know, like they were moving slowly they were moving at their own pace. So what happened is that especially recently, Meta decided to put out a notice putting everyone on Instagram on notice. We're scraping your shit to feed our AI, whether you like it or not. If you're on Instagram, your shit belongs to us and we're feeding it into the AI. Combined with everything else that, right, it's like everything else that was going on, as well. It's like we saw the collapse of DeviantArt, we saw the collapse of ArtStation. It's like now it's like Instagram. Yeah, now it's Instagram, and it's like, and Meta was not giving anybody the option of opting out. If you're in Europe, you're able to opt out because it is now, they have to.
Illegal.
It's regulation there. The European Union passed the first AI regulations, and one of those regulations is that people must have the ability to opt out. Now, whether opting out actually means anything to these shithead companies, that's a whole other issue, right? So what happened was that all these, Patrick, that's, yes.
Lots of special content.
Exactly. So Kara ended up being in the forefront of everybody's mind because the artist had won a lawsuit against, I don't recall if it was an AI thing or it was just another painter who plagiarized her work.
I think it was a painter who reversed her painting or her photograph and painted over it.
Right. Yeah, pretty much. He pretty much traced her piece.
Yes, it is.
It is. Yeah. Although it's like, no, opting in should be the default, but that's
right. But you have to ask for the facial.
Right. Yeah. So she won a lawsuit against this person who literally plagiarized her work. That's exactly what they did. That's what the court said. And because of that lawsuit, her platform came into the forefront. So it ended up a perfect storm between people wanting to leave artists wanting to leave Instagram, and then finding this platform for artists that they all went to. I think within like 2 weeks, she saw an influx of like 800,000 signups. But the problem is that it's an independently run platform. So she's paying for this out of her pocket. And all of a sudden she ended up with like a $98,000 bill for server space or something. It was crazy. It was a whole thing going on. So that's Kara. So Kara is where all the artists are moving to. Now, speaking of Patrick talking about a poison pill. So she was saying is that even though Kara is an anti-AI platform, she can't guarantee that AI thugs won't break into their servers and scrape like they did with every other server in existence. So she highly recommends everybody glaze their work, because also she's working in conjunction with the University of Chicago, who created Glaze and Nightshade and are creating this whole research based on it. The whole research of how to use AI to fight AI. It's pretty interesting. I read the white paper. And nobody broke Glaze. Nobody has yet to break Glaze, so please feel free to glaze your stuff to put it online. And like Patrick says, create the poison pill. So if anything does happen, your stuff at least is protected and messing up whatever algorithm they're trying to create by scraping your work. So there's been a lot of controversy over Kara, but I'm going to tell everybody my personal experience on it. So I've been on it for about probably like a week. or something, about a week and a half on it, slowly uploading artwork to it. And what I found, now at first I was kind of like skeptical. Oh, another platform, Jesus Christ, it's like another one, right? But you know what? After about a week of uploading and kind of getting a feel for Cara, I'm really, really liking this platform. Like, if you are an artist who really wants a platform that's a lot more chill, because there is no algorithm on the platform. So if you subscribe to people, if you follow people, you actually see the people you want to see. And then it recommends people to you, but it's not like algorithm based. It's just showing you, who's around connected to the people that you're following. Right? What I absolutely love about Cara is how professional looking it is. And I'm talking about in terms of who is on Cara. Right now, it's completely dominated by professional artists. And I have to admit, I really, really like that vibe. I like logging on and seeing this absolutely top tier artwork, and knowing that my artwork is also a part of that feed. And what that does is that it really makes me conscious about the type of artwork that I'm uploading. Like, I really want to make sure that my portfolio is like a lot of my own top tier work, because of the company that I'm keeping, and it's just a completely different vibe. Like, what I really want to use Cara for is a portfolio that I can send people to. Like, there's a different clientele I'm trying to cater to. And, my websites, I like my website, but it's a different vibe than, if I just send somebody to Cara and they see my portfolio, and it's just like you just focus on the art and that's it. You don't have the banners, you don't have the links, you don't have, like other things going on a site. It's just, you go to Cara, you go to my page, and it's just my artwork there. And even if you just wanted, like, if someone was curious as to, what else is on Cara, they hit that home page, and again, it's just professional after professional after professional, right? I think it's a very highly, I mean, it's not that the platform's curated yet, but it's a very professional looking site, just by the fact that it's professionals that are flooding the space first. Now, of course, because of the bills that this woman and her team are incurring because of the influx, there's been a lot of discussion, a lot of hypothetical discussion about how they're going to pay for this, as to like whether there should be memberships, to support the site. And already there's discourse about it, like, how dare you, it's like you can't charge for something that we can get free someplace else. But the irony of it is that you assholes just left a free site, right? Instagram was free already. You guys came here. You can't all of a sudden say that now it's like, it has to remain free. It's like, if you want free, go back to Instagram. The trade-off is that they get to scrape your shit for AI. So if you want to come to this platform that doesn't want that, well, they can't guarantee that won't happen, but it's different from Instagram, then that's something you kind of have to consider might happen. If you want a safe space as a platform, sometimes you have to pay for that. And to put my money where my mouth is, I paid for a year of coffees for Kara. So it's like $50. So it's $5 a month. Right. So no, it's a little bit more than well, according to their thing, it's $50. I know the math is not mathing, but I paid for their maximum for the year, which was $50 for the year. But even then, even if I was paying $5 a month, I still would pay that. I just figured I'd just pay the $50 and get it over with. Because you know what? I think that the way the platform is set up is so nice that, yeah, you know what? I'll pay to keep it like this. If paying keeps it like this, then I will pay. Because there's a lot of benefit to me from for this site being the way it is. Of course, I'm waiting for the, like once, now mind you, right now it's all voluntary, although to see people shaking in their boots, oh, $5 a month, $3 a month, I can't afford that, $2 a month. And it's like, there comes a point, it's the same thing in comics, right? Where, the Kickstarters, right? Where people are saying, it's like, oh, it's like, I need the Kickstarter. I can't afford my artists. That's why I need to get Kickstarter. And then they get upset when people say, well, you have no art. I have no faith in you finishing your project. I'm not going to support it. Oh, but if you don't support it, I can't finish my book. And this is where the whole thing about, this is kind of like sweat equity. It's like, if I see that you're not willing to put in your own, I guess, like put skin in the game, essentially.
Right.
Then how can I take you seriously? So it's like you have all these people say, oh, I can't afford Kara. If Kara starts charging, oh, I'll just go to, it's like I said, Instagram's right there. You're the ones who decided to leave it. If it takes Kara to create a membership fee in order to keep Kara this way, very controlled.
Right.
It's like, then that's what it is. And the fact that you don't want to pay for it, then the AI stuff is not your concern. You're more concerned about the money you're spending than what's actually happening to your artwork. For that, you might as well just glaze. Glaze is free. Glaze your shit and go back to Instagram. Be a poison pill while you're there. You should be a poison pill anyway, no matter where you are now. Because now I don't upload anything unless it's glazed. So it's like Jake says, I think we're hitting a crossroads where we'll be seeing a future where sites option to cover server maintenance and bills by subscription for users who browse or create.
Yeah.
I would, because honestly, I think that, I would be down for a membership fee for Kara considering the service they provide. I agree.
Yes.
And I think it's only fair. Yeah, Jake says to avoid AI bots, scraping, crawling, and more. And that's what they were talking about. Oh, and most of all, ads, right? I mean, we saw what happened to DeviantArt. So it's like, so if we want a separate place that's different from that, you have to pay into it. It's like, it's the difference. It's like, it's like, if you're not willing to put money into something that you're going to be using to promote your artwork, then how serious are you?
Right.
And that's what I like so far about the professionals who are on Kara, because a lot of the professionals are pretty much subsidizing Kara for everybody else who's coming on. Out of 800,000 people, only 1,500 are paying for Kara. So I put, it's a service issue. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, if you want free, glaze your shit, go back to Instagram. Glaze your shit, stay on DeviantArt.
Glaze your shit and go to all of them.
Right.
Use Kara for a fucking referral portfolio. It's beautiful. It's professional looking or whatever.
Right.
But also be where everyone else is too. We can't.
Yeah. Right, exactly. There was no reason for anybody to delete their accounts.
There was no reason for the exodus.
Right. So that's kind of what's so that's Kara pretty much. So I recommend it. I really like it. You know what I really like, and this is probably going to be a little controversial. Rue says, I'm confused. Is Kara free to post art on there? Yes.
For now.
For now. I would pay a monthly fee for benefits, but not be billed for sudden server load because some bot.
Oh no, that's not how it works at all.
That's not how
they're getting flooded.
Yeah, they're the ones. They're on their side. All Kara, all the membership, the hypothetical membership would do is just pay to keep their, to pay for their servers so that they can keep it private. So it's like, although there's some people already speculating that, it's only a matter of time before some tech bro decides to make her an offer for Kara. But if everybody is glazing their shit, I don't know how beneficial something like that would be to them, because like they're literally just buying something to poison their own data set. But like, again, that's just speculation. But like I said, so this part's going to be a little controversial because it is kind of the main thing that I really like about Kara is that it feels like it's a page for adults run by adults.
Ha.
It's not like my feed, my feed is like you go to search for something and the first things that pop up are Sonic the Hedgehog inflation artwork.
Whoops.
I mean, stuff like that. And you know what? And if you guys have been on DeviantArt long enough, you know what I'm talking about. You do a search for anything, and once you kind of like, okay, maybe your first results will be, kind of, high end, like a higher end, more professional work. And then on the third, once you hit the next page, it's all flooded with, like amateur fan stuff that, it's like, look, okay, fine, but there does come a point where it's like, I need to be in an adult space with adults in it. And to be in a professional looking space. And that's what I really do like Kara for that. And of course, I'm, and of course it's like, oh, it's, that's a gatekeeping, whatever. And it's like, yeah, it is. It is. The thing is, though, it's not my gate to keep. So, however Kara wants to move forward, that's on them. But honestly, that's what I really like about it. That, I'm a professional surrounded by professionals. And like I said, it really does change how I think about what artwork I'm putting up and how I'm putting up artwork. And it's like, well, what if this person saw this piece that I just did? Would they be embarrassed that it's in their feed? It's kind of a weird way to think about things. But you know what? Like I said, in comics, there's always people saying like, oh, I don't want that comic to be there because I would be embarrassed if my comic was in a store next to it. One, you have no control over that, but I understand the sentiment, that it's like, zines are a separate section of Forbidden Planet, where it's like people are just Xeroxing shit, stapling it together, and that's a separate section. The Marvel section is separate, the independent section is separate, and because it's not that yeah, it's like, you know what? They're just some parties I just don't want to be in. Like, honestly, I wouldn't want to be in a room that's all, like all Marvel artwork anyway. So it's like that, it's not, it's like, because that's kind of like irrelevant artwork for me. I want to be in a room where we're all kind of like sharing the same art journey. God, that sounds hokey. Where it was like we're just sharing the same type of artwork, and usually it's like it's the audience, the audience that we're all like catering to, right? Oh, and also another thing too about Kara is that it is probably also the first time that I've been on, just an art site. And the second I post up stuff, I said the same thing about Blue Sky. The second I post up something, people are already that they're hearting it, they're liking it, they're reposting it or whatever. They're sharing it. Right. So that tells me that I'm not getting lost in the shuffle. People are actually seeing my work. And again, we're talking about a platform with almost 1 million people on it. And I don't feel like my stuff's getting lost to the people who do want to see it. So that's kind of important too. Like, that really showed me that it's like, you know what? I really did need to clean up my social media presence. It's like, you know what? It's kind of like, for those of you who have it, kind of like watching your 401k, you really should only be maintaining it like twice a year. You don't need to be staring at it every day. And it's the same thing with social media. I really needed to clean out the dead weight. Yeah, I cleaned out Twitter, I cleaned out Instagram, I cleaned out Threads, not because of all this AI shit, but because that these platforms were absolutely not working for me. They absolutely weren't doing anything for me. Like, so why am I going to keep them? Why am I going to stay there? Why am I going to post there? If, the second I post something, I'm completely buried in an algorithm that wants to do something else. Right. So going on Kara and posting artwork and seeing people immediately react to my work, it's like, yeah, this is worth something to me. This is value to me. The fact that it's professional, the fact that it's inspiring as hell to go through my feed just to see these random pieces from different professionals. It's like, it's a breath of fresh air, and I really do hope the people who are running it stays like that for as long as possible. And like I said, I really do think it's worth paying for it. Even if they don't have memberships now, I think that if you're on Kara and you really like it and you really see the value, really toss those people a membership, a coffee. They call it a coffee there. Buy these people a coffee, because I really think it's worth it. Also, I just realized too, so we're just about hitting, we're 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Like I said, just to remind everybody, let me bring this up. Hold on. Where are you? Okay. Entire screen. There we go. So just to remind everybody, Nightwolf closes in 9 minutes. There is, like I said, there is a special print and sticker set that you can only get by pledging to Nightwolf and Ego Raven. It's coming from my campaign. So when Ego Raven ends, I will be asking you what your Nightwolf backer number is if you want to get the special print and sticker set. So you have 8 minutes left to go before this campaign closes, because once this campaign closes, that's it. I'm taking the set off my campaign. It's done. Whoever did it, whoever did the crossover, who took advantage, you guys will get the print and the sticker. After that, that's it. for Nightwolf. So I'll just leave this up on the screen to help Rob count down to the end of the campaign. But yeah, so Nita, what did you have any thoughts about that? About any of that? Like, I don't know, have you seen anything on your end that says a little anything different?
No, I don't think it hurts, but I don't. Everything comes in looking like a beautiful new safe space.
Yeah.
All these fucking promises of what it's going to be, and we've been let down and let down and let down. So all I'm going to say in this is only time will tell. It doesn't hurt.
Right.
But for right now, I'm not going to be one that's going to be like, oh, this is going to help you. No,
right. Yeah. And I think that's the thing too, that when it comes to being online, people have to kind of like ask themselves, what is it that they want to get out of a particular platform? It's very easy to just sign up to all these platforms blindly, and then it's like, oh, I'm just going to throw uploads there. I'm just going to throw up ads. Thank you, Michael. I'm just going to like throw up uploads and links and campaigns and then just see what happens. And it's like, honestly, sometimes you have to be a little bit more focused as to what exactly.
But also when it comes to when they initiate, say, a monthly membership, if it's something low, like $3 to $5 a month or whatever. Okay, right now you've got that fucking professional feel. But here's the thing that we have to remember about the artists that don't try to better themselves and that don't care, is they're willing to spend that fucking money. If they do something that works for you, or any other professional artist, they will come. They will flood the platform. So it will not. There's no feasible way unless they make an exclusive club or they're selective in who's allowed in. If it is not gate kept, it's gone.
So I'm just
ride while it's fun.
I mean, in the
end, the animatronics break down, freeze up, and fall over.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So that's I mean, in the end, it's like that's what I just have to, that's what I'm thinking too. Like I said, either way, I think Kara is just like, even if you just go to my page, I think it still makes for a very nice portfolio to send clients to. So, in the end, I think by now also, I think that clients understand that you have no control over anything else that's happening on the platform. But some places are worse than others.
It's good to have a place to send somebody. Just go look at your fucking art or whatever. But, it's what it is. I don't think it's anything special. I don't think it's I'm not opposed. So goddamn, do not fucking pop in my inbox again talking about how I'm anti fucking Kara and anti artist. Maybe fuck you guys. I've been promoting you most.
And I would love to see how many of those people who are telling you you're anti Kara would put in money to Kara.
Right.
Where it's like these same people would be the first ones to say, oh, I can't afford that. Why do I need to pay for something I can get for free? Like I said, well, you assholes left the free platform to come here. So, but in the end, you should all be glazing your stuff, your artwork anyway, because the whole Adobe thing was really funny. Not haha. I'm still under the impression that their weird terms of service has to do with files you store on their cloud service.
Your soul.
I don't think they're talking about stealing shit off of your literal computer.
They don't have time for that shit. They're talking about thumbnail alterations and bullshit like that.
That's what they're actually getting, and feeding your shit to the AI. That's like if you're using their servers, they have dibs, So there was a photographer who he'd never used his cloud server, so he glazed all his photography and completely stuffed the cloud server with nightshaded glazed and nightshaded work. So it's like, okay, if you, it's like he goes, I'm going to
this.
Right, exactly. Yeah, Patrick, yeah, you know very well they're going to mine your stuff anyway. They just won't tell you when they're doing it. Yeah, I think the only reason they're saying it now is because of the European Union. I think that if it wasn't because of those regulations, that they're legally saying it now because, they have to, because of the European Union, because they will be censored. Not censored, censored. That's when they're legally punished by a governing body. They will be punished in Europe if they don't follow these regulations. So I really do think that they would have had no intention of telling anybody anything, but Europe forced their hand. So that's why all these things are happening around at the same time now. So, I think that their intention was to not tell anybody. But now they have to. So now this photographer is encouraging people to poison pill the Creative Cloud. So Patrick, you are correct. It's like, yes, glacier shit and poison pill, deliberately poison pill where you're at, and in the end it's like that way you don't have, because it's like, look, I have no intention. I've never used Creative Cloud, the service. I don't store my stuff there. And like I said, now it's like I'm glazing everything, so it doesn't matter. And it's like, look, I don't want to follow this hysteria that's going on. I don't have the patience for another learning curve to learn these new programs. It's like, look, it's like I'm lucky I'm using Clip Studio Paint, so that's the extent of it. So just glaze your shit and continue and carry on. There should be, so we'll make that poster. Glaze your art, carry on. Oh my goodness. So you have 76 seconds to pledge to Nightwolf, Rob Multari's Nightwolf. Like I said, Eagle Raven, Nightwolf. Pledge to both. Get the print and sticker set. You have a little over a minute to do it. Because once, there you go. Very nice. Very nice. So you have less than a minute now to pledge to Nightwolf and Eagle Raven to get that sticker and print set. So Rob did pretty well. Look at that. I love it. I love watching those numbers go up. The little scrolly thing.
When they turn them to red, it gives me anxiety. They should do that at like 10 seconds.
Right. Well,
tap.
Right.
I gotta steady myself because red is urgent. It's like anxiety.
Well,
thank you very much.
Oh, Michael. Thank you, Michael. Yes. Oh, we're going to be talking about the other campaigns that are live right now as well. Just to kind of give everybody a nice little shout out. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yay. Happy New Year. Congratulations to Rob Multari and Nightwolf. Thank you to the 285 backers. Hey Mitch, who pledged $15,614 to the campaign. I hope that you were able to get your pledges in, so that you could also, if you haven't pledged to Eagle Raven yet, but you do have a Nightwolf pledge, it's like you can continue. You can, as long as you have a Nightwolf backer number, you can continue pledging to Eagle Raven to get the set. It's just that anybody new coming in, they can't do that anymore. So if you pledge to Nightwolf and you want to think about it later, whether you want to pledge to Eagle Raven, you can still get that set. Like I said, as long as you have a Nightwolf backer number, a valid Nightwolf backer number, you're good to go. You can still get the set. So congratulations to Rob. So while we're here, let's take a look at some other campaigns that are live right now as well. So, of course, we have Eagle Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, Volume 2. You could also get Volume 1 on this campaign. So let me just refresh here. No, we're at 3,500 even. Thank you so much to the 58 backers who pledged to the campaign so far. If you missed any of the previous campaigns, all my books are available on this campaign, except for the individual issues of Tears of the Mother. You're going to have to wait for the next trade campaign for those. But if you missed Tall Tales, if you missed any previous Eagle Raven campaigns, it's all here, including the infamous Beautiful Unicorn Viking Slut. So if you missed that, the set of Unicorn King's Daughter and Viking Slut is also on this campaign as well. So thank you so much to everybody who pledged so far. Now, as let's see, what do we got here? So Nightwolf. Okay, so Nightwolf we did. So yes. So also JD Calderon's The Oswald Chronicles is live on Kickstarter right now. This is The Oswald Chronicles My Time with Clive Volume 1. Actually, it's Part 1. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Thank you. This is The Oswald Chronicles Volume 5. For all of you keeping count, but it is Part 1 of My Time with Clive. So that's also on the campaign. Let's see if he has anything else on this campaign as well. So it is a trade paperback. So this is some of the artwork, sample pages from the campaign. And I think this is just for the trade, but I'm pretty sure that in the add-on section, there is extra. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I thought this was. So this is. Oh, look at that. I have stuff on here. I didn't realize. So this is a short story that I did for the Oswald Chronicles called Rainbow Days. So I guess that this story is also going to be in the trade as well. Because it's part of the adventure of Oswald and this Cyclops baby that's he's trying to find their parents. So so my story, I do have a story in here as well. So there you go. You can also pledge to Oswald and get my artwork as well. So that's live right now. You have 21 days to go. Thank you to the 14 backers who's backed so far. Also on the docket, we have Set the Hook issue 1, a supernatural noir comic from Chad Perkins. So this is his issue 1. And here are some sample pages of the work, very cartoony style. And I also have a variant. Oh, well, C has a variant cover. Well, this is the main cover on on this series, and I have also a variant cover as well with a whole bunch of other people. So this is my variant cover, the Viva Las Vegas cover. If you want to pick that up, all hail the glitter shrimp on this campaign. So thank you so much. The 18 backers, 27 days to go on this campaign. So also, let's look at, let's keep it in the family for now. We have Alton Spec, a mature sci-fi Lost in Space comic. Beautiful, beautiful book. Honestly, it's a great looking book. It has some Milo Manara vibes.
And there is art that will be featured on the back cover that you will not find in the fucking campaign because it set off the Kickstarter police.
Oh yeah. So
there is going to be a extremely hot back cover in this book that you can find and get a sneak peek of on my Facebook page.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yes, that's true. But it's really beautiful book. The funny thing is that my sister was on LinkedIn. And she friended Nita on LinkedIn. Yes, and the first thing that ended up popping on her feed is some Alton Spec pages. And she wasn't quite expecting that. So, oops. Because it's like, I think she was looking on LinkedIn in a professional setting. And then
did you know that Daphne had a hot sister?
Right? Oh, boy. So these Alton Spec pages popped up. But you know what? They're very good looking pages. So, you know, all I can say is that it could have been worse.
She could have opened my profile.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to open up.
Don't ever do that.
Yeah. Don't do that. But yeah. So Alton Spec, thank you so much for the 85 backers. 16 days to go left on the campaign. Also, going back to Eager Raven, there is also another print set on another crossover print and sticker set on my campaign. Let me find it right here. Yes. So those of you who remember that I did a crossover with Krista Crawford for her comic, for her novel, her romance novel, Sky of Thorns. Well, I did another crossover. We did another crossover. If you pick up her book, her paperback of the I think it's called New Adult Romantasy novel, along with Eager Raven, you can also get this exclusive print and sticker set that's only available if you buy Sky of Thorns with Eager Raven. So it's available as a set, as a level, and as individual add-ons. So if you just pick up anything else, but you pick up Sky of Thorns on this campaign, you get the print set as well. So this is volume 1 of a 3-volume book series. So of course I have to show the pre-launch page to her second volume, which is releasing later this year. I think she had said she's launching in September. This is the second volume to the Sky of Thorns series. It's the Vandalore trilogy. So that is also on a pre-launch. The link is in my campaign as well, so if you want to check that out. Also, here are some 2 campaigns that I got wind of. The creators contacted me on Kickstarter, and I was really, really surprised at seeing this. The first one here is Monkey Volume 1, a trippy post-apocalyptic action comedy. It's kind of like a retelling of a Journey to the West about the Monkey King, and it is an absolutely I love cartoony styles. I'm very attracted to that type of work. I think it's the whole European bande dessinée kind of vibe that I get from it, which is also the same vibe I get from Alton Spec. And this is just some really, really great artwork. Just and it's just real. I mean, look at that. How can you say no to that? How can you say no to that? So it's a post-apocalyptic retelling of the Monkey King mythology, and really, I just really, really like this, and I hope that they really do well on this campaign. Kind of has a who's the damn Jamie Hewitt? Jamie Hewitt. He's the artist for the Gorillaz, the band. And which is funny because I think he also did his own version of the Monkey King mythos too, as a book as well. But they have all these. Yeah, the cards though. Oh, I really love the artwork on the cards. So I definitely have to pick up a copy of this. So thank you so much, the 88 backers. So if you want to, look it up on Kickstarter, Monkey Volume 1 by Zio Niu. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not, but I apologize. So Monkey Volume 1, a trippy post-apocalyptic action comedy. They just funded, so 26 days to go. So so pick up your copy with that. Also, another one that I had gotten that I actually Jose recognized this before I did. He says, "Oh, I remember this book." I think he has a copy of a previous version of this somewhere in his collection because he remembered this book. Pyramid of Doom, a quick The Clockwork Knight adventure. Again, a beautiful cartoony style. I mean, again, it's like I love this artwork. Again, I'm gonna have to go in and pick this up as well. Look at this. Look at how clever this panel is. I love this. Look at that. How it just scrolls down. It really takes advantage of the scroll, the Kickstarter scroll. Look at that. I love that. I love that. So, yeah. So this is the Clockwork Knight. Yeah, it's just really, really fun stuff. So if you're like, oh, there we go. So if you're into this type of like really quirky, cartoony style, again, just look for what was the name of it? Pyramid of Doom on Kickstarter. A Quick the Clockwork Knight adventure by Thane Frederick Benson. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. It's just really nice. I really appreciate seeing this type of work. Thank you so much. So yeah. So also one last thing before we go. So on Monday we had done a little raffle for Eager Raven, and we figured it'd be a little fun to do it again today as well. So today, so if you pledged to a physical level for Eager Raven, your number is on the wheel, except if you have one on Mondays, we took you off the wheel because you won already. So again, so let me show. I'm gonna enlarge myself right here. So for this raffle today, for anyone who's pledged to a physical level, physical copies of Eager Raven. So if you're one of the lucky winners, the first raffle is going to be for a pen and ink sketch cover of Eager Raven issue 3. I found a small stack of these pen and ink versions of sketch covers, and I thought it would be a really neat thing to give away to a lucky winner. So we have this, and of course I want to keep it in threes. So a second person will also win another variant, pen and ink variant of Eager Raven issue 3. This is all original artwork. This is not printed. I drew these and I inked them. So I gotta change the bag on this one. So yeah. So this is, you're getting a variant cover with original artwork on it. And last but not least, a third winner will receive this full color version. It is a sketch cover with it's pen and ink with a Copics and a metallic paint with some metallic accents, which is a little hard to see in this light, but a third winner will get this book. So let me get my stuff together. So let's like I said, I already prepped the wheel. So if we accidentally get a PDF person, a digital backer, we'll do the number again. So because this is for physical backers only. So for the first sketch cover, pen and ink sketch cover, the winner is who's going to get it? 8. Who is number 8? Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna have to do it again. No, 8 doesn't qualify. So you guys get to luck out again. So who's going to get this pen and ink variant cover, sketch cover? 14. Let's see. So who is 14? Thank you so much, Erica Schmidt, for pledging to Eager Raven Volume 2 trade paperback. You are going to get this sketch cover added to your pledge. So let me just write your number here. Number 14. So there's one. Thank you so much for supporting the campaign. So we're going to remove the choice here. Now for the second pen and ink sketch cover of Eagle Raven number 3, issue 3. Who's going to get this one? Let's see who's going to get this one. 6. Let's see. Who is 6? Thank you so much, Michelle. You pledged to the early bird, and you saved $20 by getting the entire trade paperback set with the prequel and volumes 1 and 2. Thank you so much. You are going to get this sketch cover added to your pledge. Thank you so much. So number 6. And now for the last one, the marker, the full color marker sketch cover. Let's see, one more spin of the wheel. Uh, 55. Let's see, who's 55? Oh, Gary Bell, one of our regulars. Thank you so much for supporting the campaign. You win this sketch cover to be added to your pledge. Thank you so much for being a long-term supporter, one of the OGs. All right, so number 55. There we go. Thank you so much. So that... let me see. So let me remove that because I think it automatically holds it until next time. So that's pretty much it. So congratulations to our 3 winners for backing Eagle Raven and winning the 3 sketch covers. Thank you so much thank you so much everybody for lasting this long with the show.
The performance time was excellent.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I don't know. So did you have any other thoughts for today?
Yeah, I'm ready to roll and pee.
Oh, there we go. Well, that would help. That would help, right? And it's like, time for us to continue that momentum that we started early this morning. Because we got work to do. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. It's like, thank you so much, everybody in the chat. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Michael's like, I gotta go get my big dose of that toxicity. All right.
Right. And thank you so much to all of our beautiful eyeball people watching us from regions beyond. Thank you so much for joining us. So today is Friday. So we will be back Monday with another episode of whatever this is, whatever we feel like talking about. And anything on the schedule for you to remind everybody of, or
no, people can fucking go look themselves. Like, that's so rude. That's so rude. Yeah, no, we have shows every day. They're there.
Right.
Check them out. Like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell, and it'll tell you.
There you go.
YouTube's job. I'm busy.
Right. There you go. Yeah. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So if you want to learn more about me and my artwork and, and on all my campaigns and what's going on and any live updates, you can head on over to my main portfolio at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS, where you can find links to all of my galleries and social media sites, but I mostly post to Facebook. If you are interested in seeing sketches and current work in progress updates, and like I said, whatever live updates and whatever new artwork I may have always shows up on Facebook first. If you want, remember that you could also catch me on YouTube as well for an entire archive of all my artwork and of all my videos, all my streams, all my draw streams, and also my semi-weekly art live stream Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern. I had to skip last Wednesday because the neighbors were doing work on their roof, and not conducive to streaming when you got all that banging and everything going on. So I had to skip this Wednesday. So this coming Wednesday, I'll make sure to run a live stream. So so it's a Wednesdays 4 to 6 for 2 hours, just me drawing whatever it is I'm working on and chatting with the chat. Like I said, it's kind of like being at a convention without you having to worry about blocking a table. So, and also you can read Ego Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, for free, uploading every day, Monday through Friday. But if you prefer your fantasy to be more of a furry Lord of the Rings adventure, you can follow the link over to Tall Tales, TAILS online.com. And not only can you read the first 20 issues of Tall Tales for free, but you can catch up on the latest story arc, Tears of the Mother, which is also currently uploading Monday through Friday. So again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, everybody, the chat, the eyeball people. And and I hope you guys have a really, really nice weekend. And hopefully it's a little bit cooler. Then at least it cooled down a bit in the office. So I'm happy for that. But, hopefully everybody have a great weekend. And in the words of the ancients, eat your food, moisturize, mind your business, and do the work. Because when you actually do the work, you never have to fake any of your accomplishments. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.